All right, in this video, let's take a look at how you divide fractions. Remember, when you are multiplying fractions, you can just multiply straight across. You take the numerator times the numerator, the denominator times the denominator, and you get your answer. Remember also that you can try to cross-cancel to make your problem smaller so that you don't have to reduce in the end. Now, when you're dividing fractions, remember that we learned how dividing fractions is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal, where what we're going to do is we're going to rewrite the first one. Rewrite the first fraction. So we'll just do 7/8, bring it down 7/8. And we know that dividing is the same as multiplying. So if I flip this, the opposite of divide is multiply. So if I flip this, I then need to flip the second fraction, which is called the reciprocal. So dividing fractions is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal. So again, how do we do this? We rewrite the first fraction, change the divide to multiply, so flip this, and then flip the second fraction. It's called the reciprocal. It's kind of, think of it like when you flip the sign, you got to flip the second fraction to balance it out. So now we have another multiplication problem, and then we can ask ourselves, can we cross cancel? And in this case, yes, we can. The 7 and the 7 can both be divided by 7. 7 divided by 7 is 1. 7 divided by 7 is 1. And what about here? Can we cross cancel here? Yes, we can. 8 and 10 can both be divided by 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So now we can multiply straight across. 1 times 5 is 5. 4 times 1 is 4. Now, we have an improper fraction, so we're going to need to convert that. 4 goes into 5 one time, and how many would be left over? You'd have 1 left over, and we always keep the denominator the same. So this would be our answer, 1 1/4. Let's take a look at this one. We'll follow the same steps. We're just going to rewrite the first fraction, 1/9. We're going to flip the sign. We're going to change this sign. The opposite of divide is multiply. And to balance that out, we've got to flip the second fraction. We've got to write the reciprocal. So the opposite of 5/12, the opposite fraction, the flipped version, is 12/5. And then we ask ourselves, can we cross cancel? Can I cross cancel this way? No, nothing goes into 1 and 5. Can I cross cancel this way? Yes, I can. 9 and 12 are both divisible by 3. Good. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So now I can multiply straight across. 1 times 4 is 4. 3 times 5 is 15. And this cannot be reduced, so that is our final answer. Now what about this one? What if you have like a whole number here? Well, remember, if you have a whole number, we can rewrite that as a fraction. 10 is really 10/1. So we're going to follow the same steps. We're going to rewrite the first fraction and then multiply by the reciprocal. Switch that to times and then flip the fraction. Instead of 10/1, we're going to put 1/10. Can we cross cancel? Well, not on this one, but on this one we can. These both are divisible by 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 10 divided by 5 is 2. Now we can multiply straight across. 1 times 1 is 1. 7 times 2 is 14. Bingo. Nice, pretty fraction there. And our final example, we're going to take, what happens if you have mixed numbers? What happens if you have mixed numbers? Mixed numbers, you're pretty much going to follow the same pattern that we've done before, follow the same steps, except we're going to add one more step at the beginning. If you have a mixed number, we first have to convert the mixed numbers to improper fractions. And remember, we do that by multiply and then add the numerator. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1, 5. 5/2 divided by 7 times 4, 28. 28 plus 2, 30 over 7. So now, here's my division problem, just like the other division problems that I had. So now we're going to do those steps where we're going to rewrite the first one, 5 over 2. We're going to flip the sign. Remember, we're going to multiply by the reciprocal. So if I flip this, I got to flip this. So that would be, instead of 30 over 7, it would be 7 over 30. And then we'll see, can we cross cancel? Not that way, but this way we can. 5 and 30 are both divisible by 5. 5 divided by 5, 1. 30 divided by 5, 6. Now if we multiply straight across, 1 times 7, 7. 2 times 6, 12. 7/12 is our answer. So that's how we do it. When you're going to multiply when you're going to divide fractions, you're really multiplying by the reciprocal. Rewrite the first number, flip the sign to times, and flip the second fraction, and then multiply. That's it.